All right, guys, we're back at it. I'm sorry I've been gone. Um, Actually, I'm not sorry. This is for me. We're getting back to that. That this is for my growth. I tried to turn it into something that it's not supposed to be with all the editing and the work, and it's supposed to just be an easy upload every day. I'm on I don't know what week of The Artist's Way. I'm about let's see how many daily pages I've got going now. Morning pages. I'm at 65 pages. So if we're at 3 pages a day, I don't fucking do math. Here we go. I'm going to try it. 35 a day times 3. We're not doing this right. I'm not doing math. Um it has been a journey lately. It has sucked a lot lately. I can't help but wonder about synchronicity and everything that I'm so good at self-sabotaging myself, man. Um it's just easy to let doubt and fear creep in, and I stop hearing the creator, man, and it sucks. I hate not being present with myself. I'm still doing good with sobriety for the record. I think we're about 2 months in. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Or we're officially at a month. I don't know how time works. I don't know how math works. I'm not paying attention to that anymore. I'm really just focusing on the mission, and the mission is die happy, die satisfied, die knowing that you have completed all of the tasks and missions that you wanted, or at least tried, man. The job hunt sucks. I am thoroughly feeling defeated by it lately. And it's because I'm giving myself a small demographic. I need to expand back out again because nobody near me is hiring, and it's nobody that within my skill set. And that's not me trying to limit myself. That's me saying this is what people look at me for a corporate job, for a 9 to 5. And I'm like, my mentality on it is better now. I recognize where it belongs in my brain space. So when I do get a job, I will be able to keep it more sustainable. Um, in my brain at least. I had therapy today. That was good. His name's Ryan, great guy. He's helping me out a ton because I'm super good at the self talk and trying to figure out what I feel like I'm pretty good at figuring myself out for the most part, especially with all these new tools. But he'll always hit me with one extra thing where I'm like, you weren't listening entirely. You still have more to pay attention to. And that's really what I feel like I've been learning lately big time as well, is learning to pay attention again, learning to be present, in all ways, at all times. I am exhausted. I'm sorry if my energy's like way off. I'm not bad, for the record. I'm like really good. I'm doing really good. The no drinking has been awesome. The no freaking out on things has been amazing. I know exactly where to put my anger. I've been writing a ton. I am I am working with some old friends to set some stuff up for the future, and I'm excited about that, and it's just got me pumped, man. I'm really ready to work again. So I've been working out a lot lately and it sucks. My body is sore. And I really need to credit myself here because I'm so good at crediting myself. I want to say this to you for future, Chase. Good job at literally. If I don't know where we're at, a month, 2 months, a month and a half. Good job. Please don't stop doing what you're doing because I can't imagine how you feel out there in the future. Um, Hopefully good, probably good, right? Yeah, we've been talking about in therapy, going back to therapy, building the foundation. And if you have a good foundation, it's all gonna hold. The self-sabotaging won't creep back in and rear its ugly head. The cat is freaking out behind me. I don't know if you guys are watching him. I love that guy. This particular week has really tested my depression and my anxiety. I had some hiccups with some friends, but besides that, that's all figured out. It was the deeper meaning for me of what it all like triggered, which is the negative self-talk of you're not good enough. Yeah, just all the shit talk, man, that you throw at yourself. And again, in therapy, Ryan was like, you have a lot of different ways to tell yourself that you're a bad person. A lot of core beliefs in you that do not support you. So it's hard because like my muscle memory is to, I think the right term is self-adulate and just destroy myself and my credibility, my own internal credibility, not even just like how other people view me, how I'm viewing me all the time, every day. And I forgot what I was talking about. Damn it. I just I let the negativity creep in, and it comes from a source of believing I'm wrong, that I'm a bad person, which is not true. I am I am working, and I am a good person. I am working to be a good person. And yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what I'm being sorry for. This is for me. Stop being sorry. I really wanted to say oh yeah, going back to Dochi all the way back, man. It's like a Bible for me of being a creator lately, her story. And the self affirmation of you're on the right path, just keep going. She didn't get anything, man. She had no handouts. And this is where the negativity starts to creep in a little bit too. So I have to be careful with this thought process. But she was not handed anything in her life. She was denied, in fact, in a lot of spaces, room to grow and shine. And feel like I have been given so many opportunities and so much time and so many tools. But look at this, like I have myself set myself up, my past self has set me up, and loved ones and people in the industry that I've worked with before. Like it's all, I've been given so much. And the negative thing to say is, how have you not gotten further with all of this opportunity and privilege as a man? And how have you not? But the positive spin that I want to throw on it is, what could you possibly do with all of this, ability and all of these things that you've been given? You know, because that excites me much more than thinking, oh, well, I really wish I would have done this or that with the stunt stuff earlier. And that's really easy to come right back out of because I just keep learning about wasted time is what it is. And it's not wasted time. I learned a lot. It's so, man, that whole situation, which I don't want to go into necessarily, is so complicated emotionally because I was given so much, but so much time was taken from me, I feel like, with waiting and hoping that somebody else will get me somewhere and that somebody will be my in to the rooms that I want to be in. And through comedy and through all these independent artworks that I have been pursuing, I've realized that I'm the in. I am the person. There is no worth in hoping for someone or placing hope in someone that they'll come for me in the end, that they'll save me or they'll help me. I am the in. I have to be the inspiration. I have to be the it. That's the only way that it happens. That's the only way I want it to happen. I no longer look for somebody to give me a hand up towards the things that I want. I want to put my head down and work really fucking hard and enjoy the hard work that I'm throwing down. Because I do. And like, again, so much synchronicity has been happening with comedy, and it's because it is no longer the end all be all, everything in my head. I have to deliver every time. And it is a little bit of that. Like, it's like I want to deliver every time. It's not that I need to deliver every time anymore. It's I enjoy delivering every time. I enjoy being with the crowd. I enjoy spending time that I'm given with them for them to learn about me and to enjoy my work that I've done with the joke writing. That's beautiful to me, and that's what I want to focus on, is that feeling of joy. Yeah, that's the only word I can come up with is joy. It's just a joyous feeling to celebrate others and be celebrated. That's why I love comedy, I think. Yeah. And with the sobriety, I don't mean to keep going back to it, you guys. It is so nice. I feel so much closer to all of them, and I feel so much closer to myself and the creator, and or whatever you want to call it. And I hear it much more easily now, and self-doubt is absolutely my form of alcohol lately. It's very easy to go back to and sip on once in a while. But yeah, I much prefer to drink the cup of joy. Yeah, drink from the cup of joy. I've been getting a lot of work done on this movie as well. I'm super excited about it. I just got to the first fight scene, and I'm writing out all these ideas, and it's a very cool concept. I'm very excited to share it with you guys soon. Yeah. I get to host this Thursday at the Comedy Fort. This is for you guys now. It's not just for me, but it's also for me. Please come. I'm hosting with my good buddy Dan Jones on Thursday for Ramon Rivas, I believe is his name. I want to make sure that that's right. But David Bory is also going to be there. And when I first got into comedy and I started doing it, Ramon Rivas with David Bory. Very exciting. I don't know Ramon Rivas as much as I know David Bory, but I'm excited to see what he's going to lay down. But I'm excited to see David because when I first started comedy, there was a show called Jokecella, and I think it happened like maybe 4 or 5 months into me doing comedy. And it's where they put up every comic who was trying at the time. Maybe it was a little further in than that, maybe like a year. I think it was about a year in. A little less. All right, it's not important. Early on is the point. I'm still early on, but very early on, like the beginning. David saw me throw down a set, and as I walked by, he was like, he didn't even say anything, just fucking give me a fist bump, and I'm trying to remember the admirations as opposed to the adulations, right? So I'm excited to work with Dan because I love him. He's a silly guy. And I'm excited to see David again and have that opportunity to say thank you for your kindness in a world that is not always super kind. Especially in the comedy world, which is so cool about Colorado and period, is I would argue a majority of the rooms that you find yourself in when you try to do comedy, most people who have done it for longer than you want to grow you alongside them, which is invaluable. That's a priceless experience that you could never get anywhere else. That's why I like to refer to Colorado as the school of comedy, because we have so many different demographics of people here. It's a very purple state, but also lots of young people. There's colleges here, but it's also a retirement community. So we get a nice full scope demographic, and you get to really test your mettle depending on where you're at. So that's all I'll say on the comedy for it. And I love that place. It has given me some crazy opportunities in my life that, like, when I first started comedy, I never would have guessed that I get to do. I got to I almost said feature, not feature, but I did an opening set with Josh Johnson at the Fort, and that was just incredible. Life-changing, truly. One of those ones that just keeps you going, But I've had lots of opportunities like that at the Fort, so thank you to the Fort. I kind of wanted to keep these at like 15 minutes, but we've gone on a little long, so I'll wrap up and say I love you guys. Anybody out there watching, I love you, Future Chase. I'm so proud of all the work that you're putting into yourself, because it's been so long, maybe if ever, that you have done that. And I got to go back to the I've been given so much thing. When I look at both of our histories, Dochi's and mine, I can't help but notice the distant similarities of just the artist's way. In that I've had a lot of people in my life tell me not to pursue things in entertainment, and that I need to have a steady income on the side, and I do. I don't disagree with that. I just I feel like people work so hard to smother a light sometimes, and they don't even realize they're doing it. But I've had that a lot throughout my life happen, of you need to place yourself inside this box in order to do anything. Don't, be afraid of doing anything outside of that box. And it didn't feel like the right way to go about it. And now I am living as well, much more freely than I used to. Still kind of shackled by some core beliefs. But yeah, that was a really hard thing to hear, which is good. That means that's where I'm going to start from, the bottom. Because it definitely feels like the bottom. You have a lot of core negative beliefs that tell you you're a bad person. And in the context of like a movie sense, because I love movies, I loved Inside Out 2, where they talk about core beliefs and how they're structured and why they begin to form. I'm not good enough, man. Yeah, they do a very good job of portraying core beliefs and anxiety, and I couldn't help but wonder who was steering nowadays, and what color those core beliefs were. Were they blue or were they orange? And I could feel inside me that there was a lot of orange and not much blue anymore, if ever. So, fixing muscle memory, fixing emotional muscle memory. That's the name of the game this week. Ryan suggested that I make those voices louder and really listen to them and see what they have to say, so that I can feel them and then let them pass, rather than trying to filter my whole life through those lenses that I so enjoy doing. Not maybe enjoy. It is my nature, is a better way to say it, to operate on or operate through. Last thing I'll say, sorry, gotta plug it every time, especially now that it's getting traction. The Artist's Way, guys, pick this book up. Again, it is my opinion that it doesn't matter if you are a creative, if you're trying to be a creative, if you used to be a creative, it doesn't matter. This book is about deleting doubt and fear in your mind of achieving the things that you want to achieve. You want to be a great banker or whatever, that's like way outside of what I would personally consider this book to be for, but achieve your dreams, big man. Go and do that. This book is changing my life in the massivest way. It's not even a word. I'm not fully transformed, obviously, talking about the core negative beliefs, but I have so much good foundation now to start building the person that I want to be, because of the Artist's Way and because of therapy. And it's all synchronous. Synchronicity is it's all synchronized, whatever. It's all connected. The sobriety, the Artist's Way, going to therapy. These are all self-propelled. It's all me waking up and deciding today I'm going to push forward and do something for me tomorrow. I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure that Chase is taken care of fully on all levels, and then we'll move forward and see if we can help other people. I want to shout out real quick, actually, to Mitch Jones. Check him out if he's on YouTube. He better be on YouTube. Mitch Jones just got an almost famous recognition at the Comedy Works in Denver, Colorado. He is a hilarious comic. He inspired me very early on to be all I can be in the ways of silliness. Absolutely. He is one of the most cartoonish human beings I have ever met in my life. and I am so glad he's my homie. But yeah, I'm proud of him. He's amazing. Check out his stuff. He's on TikTok. What's his TikTok handle? I'm definitely plugging it because I love this guy. Oh, shut up. Oh God, the rhythm is broken. I can feel it. We've done it. It's me. Oh God. At Comic Mitch Jones. That's at COMICMITCHGOJONES. God, my brain is so funny sometimes. I swear to God. Um. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm done. Be positive. Love yourself. I love me, and you guys love yourselves. Believe in yourselves, man, because it's. Oh no, last talking point. I'm sorry. There's a window, you know. Dochi talked about it. Other artists in this documentary I just watched talk about it. There's a window of opportunity, and you can feel it when it opens and when it closes. I felt that window open and close so many times in my life, and I didn't reach for it. So, and this year I feel a window. I feel a big fucking window. I can. It's not a draft. It's a whole goddamn tsunami coming in through the window. It is calling me. It is sucking me out the window. So I encourage all of you who may be feeling that way as well. Do the thing that gets you out that window. And get out it before it closes, because again, they close. The windows close. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on these, but I was on Backstage for a couple years. It's a casting commercial website, or well, it's a .com is what I'm trying to say. So I wasn't sure if I could fully trust it, but there was one audition that like slid across the pages at one point that said prominent Broadway movie film looking for supporting dancers, actors, blah, blah, blah. And that was around the time I had heard rumors milling about the Wicked movie and that it was going down and who was in it. And I knew I wanted to like see it. And when I saw that audition, I was like, man, I really want to do that. That would be a lot of fun. But all that self-doubt creeped in, and I was like, but I haven't done musical theater in years and years, and I can't sing as good as I used to, and I don't know if I could sustain the way that they would need me to sustain for as long as they're going to be shooting. Blah, 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 blah. You know? So I did an audition because I let those core beliefs set in. And then I went and saw that movie, and the only thing I could think, well, besides how beautiful and amazing and awe-inspiring it was to see Wicked brought to everybody so that everybody can see it, regardless of whether or not they have the money to go to the musical theaters in their local town or not, or wherever it may be showing. Besides that, there was that feeling of, man, I would have given anything to be a part of this, and it sucks that I wasn't. I stood in my own way. And while that's a negative thought, I do hold on to it a little bit because it pushes me, man, to look for those opportunities and to set where I want to set, you know? Like I am the in, you know? Nobody's going to get it but me. Nobody's going to come pick me up and take me out. I got to pick me up and take me out. So that's what I'm going to do. I have the knowledge. I have the know-how. There's no reason to stop. What's the worst that happens? I was trying to achieve my dream and then I die? Sounds pretty good to me. Maybe I'm overdramatic. I don't really care anymore. It's time to get work done. All right, that's it. I promise that was the last thing I'm going to talk about. Love you guys. I love you. You know who I'm talking about. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon.